Violence against women remains a global pandemic. It continues to be one of the biggest human rights violations in South Africa, with the trials creating continuous gender inequality and discrimination in the private home as well as in the workplace and society. Gender-based violence and sexual harassment disproportionately affect women, and especially Black women in South Africa, as millions of women are forced to work in discriminatory, intimidating, and hostile environments and experience various forms of unwelcome sexual conduct. March 2022, the new Code of Good Practice on the Prevention and Elimination of Harassment in the Workplace was signed into law in South Africa. The code obligates employers to address all forms of harassment, including sexual harassment and gender-based violence in the workplace. It provides practical guidance to employers in respect of the harassment policies and procedures, as well as how, through education and training initiatives, they can create safer and equal work environments. The code's publication follows South Africa's ratification of the International Labour Organization's Convention on the Elimination of Violence and Harassment in the World of Work, known as C190, in November 2021. The code sets out the test for sexual harassment and provides that sexual harassment is unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature that violates the rights of an employee on the prohibited grounds of sex, gender, and/or sexual orientation. It considers whether the sexual conduct was unwelcome, the nature and the extent of the conduct, as well as the impact of the sexual harassment on the employee. Women who work in precarious conditions and in private homes, such as domestic workers and farm workers, are particularly vulnerable to sexual harassment, as there is very little or no oversight. It is particularly important to note that even when violence occurs in the workplace, that women have recourse in law.